Do you enjoy a good story? If so, you're in for a special treat. A People for Jehovah's Name at World Headquarters in Warwick is more than a history museum. It's the modern-day story of a people seeking to know the true God and to do His will. But this isn't just any story. It's our story. So let's take a thrilling journey back in time. The story unfolds on the narrative wall and in several galleries along the way. We begin in the 1870s when a small group in Allegheny, Pennsylvania decided to re-examine the Bible. As C.T. Russell reasoned,
all the creeds of Christendom claim to be founded on the Bible, and these are conflicting. Is it possible that the Bible has been misrepresented?
The more they learned, the more they wanted to share. So in 1879, they began publishing Zion's Watchtower. Readers were soon taking a stand for the truth that they were learning. Listen.
What I want to tell you is this. I am free. The truth has made me free. Today, I was excluded from the Baptist Church, so I am all alone in the flesh, but not in the spirit.
They became known as the Bible students, and they soon realized that people everywhere should hear the good news. But how could this small group preach the Bible's message earthwide? Transcontinental and international tours helped them to see how they could expand their preaching work even further. In just one tour, beginning in December 1911, C.T. Russell and his associates traveled completely around the world. Let's imagine what it was like to live in those exciting times. In this gallery, you can experience what life was like for a pilgrim, or what we today call a circuit overseer. Here's a pilgrim's formal jacket that he'd wear when giving a public talk. The Bible students offered the Studies in the Scriptures series in the ministry, and they carried lists to locate and visit Watchtower subscribers. Then, in 1914, they presented the exciting photo drama of creation. Its purpose was to build faith in the Bible as God's inspired word. It was an innovative combination of moving pictures, sound recordings, and beautiful hand-colored glass slides. Hundreds of people reenacted Bible scenes, some with live animals. Was this enormous work worth all the effort?
Dear Brother Russell, I want to thank you, oh, so much, for the privilege of seeing the photo drama of creation. I had never thought to live to see the everlasting gospel preached to those who dwell on the earth. Yet so it is. Words cannot tell you how my heart rejoices. Your sister, F.E. Riley.
By the end of 1914, over 9 million had viewed it. But with such success, the Bible students didn't realize what tests lay ahead.
The Gentile times have ended. Their kings have had their day, so we know not what awaits us.
World War I broke out in 1914. Then in 1916, the death of C.T. Russell left the Bible students in shock. It was a unique time of testing. Inside the organization, some struggled over who should take the lead. Outside, governments tried to force them to take sides in the war. Then, in 1918, J.F. Rutherford and 7 of his close associates were imprisoned. Was this the end for the Bible students? Or would they prove to be a people for Jehovah's name?
The joy that came with the release of our brothers from the Atlanta Federal Prison on Tuesday, March 25, 1919, knew no bounds. Their further devotion to Jehovah was shown in the fact that they immediately set to work to herald forth to the people of God everywhere The Knowledge of Jehovah's Deliverance, Thomas Sullivan.
The Bible students moved forward with renewed zeal. But the opposition didn't end there. In this gallery, you will see how our brothers and sisters have stood firm for their faith. In Russia, a father imprisoned for 10 years encouraged his young daughters with hand-drawn postcards. In Greece, a son used the same blanket in prison that his father used when imprisoned before him. It was an encouraging reminder of his father's integrity. In Korea, witnesses were locked in tiny cells for up to 30 days at a time. When you stand in the lighted outline, you get a sense of what it was like. All of these brothers and sisters look beyond the prison bars to their firm hope for the future. As light from God's Word increased, the Bible students humbly let go of cherished but unscriptural traditions. Songs used in worship were examined in the light of what the Bible taught. The people for Jehovah's name were becoming even more evident. So in 1931, they were thrilled to take on their new name, Jehovah's Witnesses. Then in 1935, Brother Rutherford identified the great multitude of other sheep who served alongside the anointed. At the climax of his talk, he asked,
"Will all those who have the hope of living forever on the earth please stand?"
With this new understanding, they saw the true scope of Jesus' commission to make disciples. New and innovative methods were needed. Our third gallery shows the preaching methods used in the 1930s and 1940s. Radio was a powerful way to spread the kingdom message to large audiences. They also used large phonographs called portable transcription machines with loudspeakers mounted on sound cars. Brothers played recorded talks wherever people gathered. Lighter phonographs were also designed and produced, so publishers could take the recorded message directly to people at home. These methods helped bring unity to the message. But the time had come to train each one of Jehovah's people to be an effective witness. Schools were started. The course in theocratic ministry trained publishers in the congregation. And the Bible School of Gilead began training missionaries for global expansion. We had entered into a new era of divine education, and we were about to receive an amazing tool. In 1950, we received the New World Translation of the Christian Greek Scriptures, and by 1961, the complete Bible was released. Since then, we've seen our tools continue to improve with the wise use of modern technology. From high-speed printing to the internet and video, these methods help us to stay unified, reach millions with the good news, and glorify God. Yes, this museum story is about people, but not just any people. We are a people for Jehovah's name. Only one question remains: what will you contribute to this wonderful story?